Well, good morning and welcome to Vision. We're glad you're here today, and I'm working from home today, so please don't look below my waist. For the rest of you, we're going to stand up and we're going to celebrate this morning, and we're going to have some fun today. I can tell by looking at you.
Good morning, Vision. How are you this morning? We're doing well. We are busy as bees around here this morning. How is everybody? Happy early Halloween. How's everybody doing? Yay! All dressed up and ready to go. I'm so excited. It's all about the candy, right? Let's pray in. I give great thanks for this morning, for showing up, for Spirit as each one of us in this room and everywhere. We know that God is making itself manifest in all life, everywhere, in all things. And the entire universe is the body of God. It is the natural and logical outpicturing of this energy which knows of itself and seeks to know of itself in form. And so I know everything in the world as the body of God, from the stars and planets down to the cells within our bodies, from the outermost to the innermost. I know there is one life. It is God's. It is whole and perfect and complete. And it is the life that each one of us is living right here and right now. So giving great thanks for this, I know we come together to remember for ourselves and to be those reminders for each other that there is this one life which is great and grand and glorious. And it is God's. And so it is. Everybody ready? You ready for Halloween tomorrow? You have all your bags of candy? Anybody? Who gets trick-or-treaters? Everybody? Does everybody? Oh my God, we get like tons and tons of trick-or-treatings around the neighborhood. They start as soon as it gets dark and goes on for hours and hours. We get to see everybody, all the little guys, and then at the end of the night, you start seeing the big guys. They're the ones coming with the pillowcases. Candy. I love it. I just love it. Free candy night for everybody. I think it's just a wonderful thing. I want to let you know that we have licensed practitioners that are here that pray for us and with us all year long. Practitioners and ministers, raise your hands so that people know. Look around, yay! All the witches and the cowboys and the and the businessmen. We are everywhere. These licensed practitioners. We're here to support you. So please take advantage of that. At the end of the celebration, go to a practitioner, get some prayer for whatever is going on in your life. It can be improved. Even if things are going great, right? There's still that yes, please, and more of the same, and knowing that there is endless supply. So grab hold of a practitioner and do prayer. For our Vision community online, hey, look at what you're missing out. You've got to be here. Sorry. Come in and be part of the Vision community. I know your Vision community online. We love you. Stay safe, and we'll see you when we see you. But I want you to know that there is a meet-greet room after the celebration where you can meet in a breakout room one-on-one with a practitioner and get prayer online as well. So wherever you are, you can get prayer. Isn't that lovely? So do that, because that's what we do, because we know that prayer changes things. What else do I want to tell you? I want to tell you about, I know. Oh, look, I don't want to do that yet. I'm going to do our new member ceremony. See, you are here on such a special day today. Yeah, you can applaud for that. Oh my gosh. We are here and we're growing. Isn't that wonderful? Even after like 2 years of COVID and people staying at home and nobody coming in. And don't you hear dreadful things about religion going away in this country? It's not going anywhere. Look at us. We're a strong and vibrant spiritual community that is growing and growing. We're the opposite of that, whatever that is. And we get together to remind ourselves and each other. And we have new members that are joining in the group. So let me get our badges out, because you can't be a member of Vision without getting your badge. You have to get your badge. So I'm going to read your name, and you're going to come up, and you're going to stay up here, and then we will do our new member ceremony. How is that? The first one is Liz, and I don't see you. Where are you? No, she's not here yet. Okay, Kathy Llewellyn. Come on, guys. John Stearns. Yay! Okay, let me see. Lee Drury. Yay! Just stay right up there. I love your shirt. Thank you. Richard Cleveland. Yay! There you are, my dear. Robin Cleveland, come on up. I have Mary Garbella. Yay, there she is.
Thank you.
Very welcome, very welcome. Catherine Flanagan. There she is. Oh my gosh. Judy Pattinson. Look at all these lovely faces. Even if you can't see them, we know they're lovely faces. And I want to, Judy, here's yours. That's okay. I'm going to give these to Rich Poser and Janet Poser. They were new members at our last ceremony, and they said they chose not to come up on stage again, but I want to make sure you got your badges. You're welcome. Oh, so this is just such a special day. I'm thrilled when we have new members. It's just adorable. So we are now at this time, during the service, during this celebration, we want to honor our newest members. I'm going to kind of move over here. Look at this gorgeous group. We're going to honor these new members. I know. And their decision to join our church family. And by the looks of us, that's very brave. Okay. So this is not a church and its members. It is a church as its members. And the body of this church is composed of individuals who are the hands and the feet and the head and the heart of it. Within the body of this center moves the spirit of vision. And you have deliberately made yourselves an integral part of this movement. Everyone here is an individualized expression of God. And through each other, we share our experience of that presence. And each time we think of the spirit of vision, we attune ourselves to the sum of that power, the life, and the love, which is the healing presence that indwells this organization. So, dear congregation, these dear ones stand before you at this time, having signified their intention to become members of Vision. Okay, to our new members, you ready? It is a joy to welcome each of you into community. Vision, a center for spiritual living. Will you walk with us, sharing the joys, the love, and the responsibilities of membership? You don't have to answer yet. Will you welcome the members of this congregation into your heart? Will you reach out to them in friendship and fellowship, including them in your activities? Will you be open to their unique gifts, talents, and perspectives? Will you extend a warm welcome to each one of them? And will you join your strengths and your talents and your commitment with them? Yay, look at it, it's all working out great. Yay, thank you. Okay, congregation, this is your part. Members of Vision, will you welcome these people into your congregation? Yeah, well, you can say yes every time if you want. Will you reach out to them in friendship, fellowship, including them in your activities? Yes. Will you be open to their unique gifts, talents, and perspectives? Yes. Will you extend a warm welcome to each of them? Yes. Will you join your strengths and your talents and commitments with them? Yes. Oh, I love it. Don't you love it when it all works out so well? Okay. All right, so becoming a member of this center is an important step, but it's only the first step. So I charge you new members to grow in your faith. More importantly, I charge you to find and share your special gifts with us. Ours is a shared ministry, and each one of us has a crucial role to play. We gain by your presence. We are blessed by your presence. We are blessed by your energy. We are blessed by your ideas. Thank you for joining. And now I'd like to bring up our Vision's Core Council Secretary, Rich Poser, who will officially welcome you into membership.
Thank you, my queen bee. First of her name. You are unifying with each other and with the members of Vision and of all member churches of Centers for Spiritual Living throughout the world in a warm, loving, divine fellowship of the Spirit. As you enter into this spiritual community in thought, word, purpose, plan, and action, you are important in a unique way to each other and to all humanity. Through your adherence to and practice of our teaching, you become a vital factor in establishing and maintaining the kingdom of heaven on earth. As you join in membership cooperation, the experience of each is enlarged and expanded into greater good. For as you enter into a life of service to humankind, to life itself and to spirit, you knowingly become one with the very spirit of the divine presence. In this way, you increasingly become an influence for good in the lives of all whom you contact. The one obligation placed upon you is the obligation you place upon yourself in the fulfillment of the purpose in your heart and the meaning of this membership to you. On behalf of our core council and all other members of our spiritual community, I lovingly receive each one of you into membership into Vision, a Center for Spiritual Living.
Yay, it's the best thing to be.
It is radiant, vibrant, dynamic.
There we go. I love that. This is one of the best parts of ministry, isn't it? Welcoming in new members. Oh my gosh, it just gives me chills every single time. So then I forget what I'm doing and I don't remember what's next. Okay, I'm going to tell you about our greeting. Let's say it together. Let's say it for our guests. Let's say it for those Vision community online. Let's say it for each other and for ourselves. You ready? You with me? Whoever you are and wherever you are welcome here. You are safe and you are loved. And you know what? Say hello to somebody alongside of you. If you find a new member and say, welcome into the Vision community. I love it. I just love it. Yeah, schmooze. It's good. It's good for the soul. Now I'm gonna turn it over to our celebration singers. They're going to be singing our centering song to prepare us for meditation.
Good morning. I'm Reverend Lori, and I'm one of the staff ministers here today, and I just want to say peace. Please take these quotations that I'm going to be reading into your heart as we go into the silence. Allow the sounds of the bowl to move you into a place of reverence before our 5-minute meditation. And so our quotes, the first one from Susie Kasem. The number of ways you can live in one lifetime is limitless. So why limit yourself? The sky is not the limit. Beyond the universe is. And from our founder, Ernest Holmes, life is not just something to be endured. It is to be lived in joy in a fullest without limit. Take a big, deep breath with me and just let go. And arrive here to the present moment, because there is nowhere else to be and nowhere else to go. As I take each breath, I know I am breathing the breath of God. I revel in this present moment and bring myself to live in this present moment, not deterred by any condition. For there is no place that God is not, no circumstance the divine is not at the center of. I open my consciousness to all the balance, harmony, joy, peace, and grace that God is. I align with the good and the blessings of this divinity. I feel the comfort that comes from knowing the divine is at the core of my being, and that I am an expression of God. My expression is unique, authentic, incredible, and holy. My intuition guides this expression with ease and grace. I know my oneness with Spirit and the truth that I am grounded in this oneness. I am one with the divine, the beloved, and I know it is this presence that beats my heart, breathes my breath, and cradles my dreams. I claim for a time together that is filled with inspiration and the revelation of truth. I know Reverend Patti is poised, ready to reveal this truth through her talk and in her words. I claim right here and right now that each heart and mind here is open to receive this truth, as well as all the joys and the peace this service has to offer. My awareness focuses on the love and the fellowship that I experience here at Vision. All the barriers to this love are dissolved, and I allow all understanding to be received. I claim that the thoughts that no longer serve me are released, so that the clarity of today may be received. I feel the joy of this release and stand ready to have a deeper understanding of the power and presence of God in my life. My heart is full. I am grateful for this and so much more. This day is a gift, and I use it wisely. My open heart is a gift, and I give thanks for it. My gratitude is in every cell of my body, which allows me to release this prayer into the universe and simply relax, knowing it is done in the mind of God. And so it is.
And so it is. Before I introduce our soloist today, I will introduce the band. We don't want to make them mad. On guitar, we have Jim Booney. On the bass, we have Fred Bubaldo, otherwise known as Fredwood Shredderhands. And on drums and various sounds today, we have a Sicilian. You don't want to sleep with the sardines. Daniel Okepinci. And as a Hungarian, I must say, who thought of putting skylights to let the sun in here? So our singer today, if we ask nice, she will sing a high B. Her name is Ria Carey.
I want to make sure that was, in all the years I've been singing at Vision, this is the first time I've ever heard a chainsaw outside, during meditation on Halloween. I'm just like, that was hilarious. Yep. Everybody. We're kicky and we're goofy, mysterious and spooky. We're all a little kooky, this Vision family. This house ain't no museum, but people come to see us. We really are a scream, the Vision family. Neat, sweet. Reverend Patti is petite, so get a little shawl on, a broomstick you can crawl on. Come on and pay a call on the Vision family. Give it up for the Vision Band. We're kick. We're kicky and we're goofy, mysterious and spooky. We're all a little kooky, this Vision family. This house ain't no museum, but people come to see us. We really are a scream, the Vision family. So neat, sweet. Reverend Patty's still petite, so get a little shawl on, a broomstick you can crawl on. Come on and pay a call on the Vision family. So get a little shawl on, a broomstick you can crawl on. Come on and pay a call on the Vision family.
Joy is a quality of God. That's all I'm going to say, right? So this is the last talk, the last Sunday of the monthly theme, Living Everyday Wonder, Finances. And we started off the month talking about abundance. We talked about being a wise steward of our good. Last week we talked about blessing your money, right? Just being grateful for everything and just knowing that it's all God, it's all good. And so today we're going to talk to endless supply. Endless supply. So the thought that I had in my mind this week was, how would your life be different if you never doubted your supply was endless? How would your life be different? How would your body feel if you just knew and never ever doubted that you were already always supplied? You know, like the lilies of the field, you know, that sort of thing. That your good was always yours, always readily available. There was a book I read over here. I'm going to just pull this out. They used to make these. I don't know if they do anymore, but they were little small annuals that they used to make. This one's called Observations. And they were little essays by Ernest Holmes that didn't come out until after he passed. This one, in fact, this one came out in '69. I think you can still get them on eBay or somewhere if you're interested. Anyway, they used to make these little books, but they were made from talks he gave. They were always little essays, but they were from Sunday talks he gave. And the one I want to quote here was called The Divine Giver. And it was a talk that he gave, what is it? KFAC radio? Anybody know? LA? KFAC? I don't even know if it's there anymore. But anyway, this was from December 23rd, 1936. And here's what he had to say. And it's in this book under, I think, affirmations. He says, if we believe that God is substance, then we believe that substance, which is God, manifests to us daily in supply. Now, for me, that first sentence just means, give us this day our daily bread, right? It manifests daily to us as supply. Give us this day our daily bread. Everything that I need, the material things that allow me to thrive. This is what Spirit does. He goes on to say this, what if that supply is what we call a house, a suit of clothes, an automobile, money with which to pay rent or whatnot. Substance is one end, supply is the other, right? So what he's saying is things move from the invisible to the visible, right? Substance to supply. It flows from the invisible realm to the visible. He goes on to say, substance is the cause, supply is the effect. And we are so constituted that each one of us has direct access to limitless substance, right? That's limitless God. We just said God is substance, right? So that means we each have access to this limitless spirit or limitless substance. And therefore, he concludes, may be channeled for infinite supply. So if we have limitless access to substance, to God, which is what we are and what's flowing through us, then we become a channel for infinite supply, which is the demonstration, infinite condition. So, like I said, you'll find this talk actually in this little book. The whole talk is actually in this book. It's written as an essay. But anyway, those little small books were printed. Ernest Holmes passed in 1960, so these little books started coming out around 1968, 69, 70, somewhere around there. So you might still be able to find them. But what he's saying is everything in the invisible realm is outpictured into the physical. Everything starts in consciousness, and it flows into the visible as the law of correspondence, right? As above, so below. Everything in the invisible flows into the visible. It's all there. It's all there in the invisible realm. And we pick and choose our experience of it by thinking and feeling and aligning with what we think is possible for our lives. That's the real meaning behind the treat and move your feet part, right? Not only do you have to think about it, it's more than a mental science. Ernest Holmes called this, right, science of mind, but it's more than a mental science. We have to feel it as well. So it's more emotional. We bring the spiritual aspect in it. It's a feeling. And then we also have to move our feet. We have to put ourselves in the appropriate place in order for the manifestation to outpicture in our lives. We have to be at the right place at the right time to receive. It's not about getting, it's about receiving, right? Ernest Holmes said, we don't make things happen, we make them welcome. We make them welcome by preparing ourselves mentally, then spiritually, emotionally, and aligning with them, putting ourselves in the right place at the right time. Then we expand our sphere of availability by expanding our consciousness. Right? We expand our consciousness of what we know is possible for our lives. In Basic Ideas, Ernest Holmes said it's important that you identify yourself with greater financial supply, which is what we desire, right? You cannot do this by thinking as though it were impossible, or even unlikely, or regretting that you do not now have it. Instead, you must train yourself to think about it with a feeling that is only reasonable and natural to be yours. Yes, that it is already yours. So you see where he's putting all of these things together. It is a science, it is a mental science, but it's a feeling, but it's a faith, but it's moving your feet into the right place. So is that so hard to believe? Is that hard to believe? Well, I think the answer is obvious. I think we find it hard to believe sometimes. I think we find it hard to believe many times. I think we have a difficult time believing our abundance. We have a difficult time believing the abundance of God is our abundance. We have a difficult time believing the abundance of God is our abundance right now. All of those things. And all of those difficulties, right? Believing God is abundance, believing God's abundance is our abundance, and believing God's abundance is our abundance right now, those things we find difficult to believe because it's all based in the past, right? Everything we think about abundance is based in the past. It's not right now. It's not what's happening right now. All of the beliefs we have around abundance are about what happened before. Well, I didn't have it before. Well, I don't have it now, right? All based on the past. And yet we know Ernest Holmes and Thomas Troward, to that extent, said principle is not bound by precedent. Principle is not bound by precedent, which means the principle which is spirit, the truth, the eternal truth which is spirit, is never bound by anything that came before it. Anything that came, any condition that happened before in your life. Spirit is not bound by that. Just because you used to be, whatever, fill in the blank, poor, you used to be lonely, you used to be sick, whatever it is, does not mean that you cannot manifest the truth of your being now. Spirit is never, ever, ever bound up by your past experiences. It is free to create in your life whatever it wants to create. So you're standing there, well, I wasn't rich in the past and I'm not rich now. What the heck? You know, it's like, how is it I can have abundance in the future? I haven't seen it yet. What makes me think it's possible? Ernest Holmes said, is our thought really animating our experience with the idea of plenty? Right? Is our thought animating our experience with the idea of plenty? We must resolutely determine to see, to accept the spiritual substance forever flowing to us as supply for all our needs. The Spirit is forever giving. If it is forever giving, it is forever flowing, it is forever outpicturing, then it is our responsibility, really, to accept the gift, to continue to say yes, to continue to believe we live in an abundant universe. We live in abundant surroundings. We must believe always that the invisible is flowing into the visible all the time. It is forever flowing into the visible. And this is the meaning of, you know, in the Bible, Hebrews 11:1, that now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Right? That's what we're talking about. We're talking about knowing substance, even though we cannot see it. We know it, and we know it through our faith, and it flows into visibility. Things seen from things unseen. Faith is the substance. God is the substance. Our faith in God is the substance that provides all of our good. The evidence of things not seen. We believe things come from things that we cannot see. We believe things manifest in the physical world based on the invisible realm. Again, from the invisible flowing to the visible all the time. All the time. And our faith is that belief that that's the way it happens. It's just the way it happens all the time. It's just like, you know, after it proves itself to you, after this principle proves itself to you over and over and over again, we know it is truth. We just know it as truth. Just like, you know, if I hold a pencil out and I just let go of it, it's going to fall to the ground because we know gravity. We know gravity. We don't have to hope it works. We don't have to wonder, oh, is it going to work this time or not, right? Like when we do our spiritual mind treatments, well, is it going to work this time? Of course it is. Of course it is. It's like gravity. It must. It must. We can rely on the invisible flowing into the visible. That's what it does. That is what spirit does. Ernest Holmes, in It's Up to You, says, the source of our supply is unlimited, and it rests with us how much we will embody. It in itself is a limitless principle. It rests upon us how much we will embody. It's all there. Abundance is ours. All good is ours. The gift is already given. The gift is already given. We are surrounded by it. Ernest Holmes says that this energy, which is spirit, presses up against us all the time. It surrounds us and it presses up against us and it waits upon our welcome. It waits for us to say yes. In the Bible it says in James, yet you do not have because you do not ask. You ask but do not receive because you ask amiss. Asking amiss refers to being confused by the things of the world. Right? Things of the world. We get caught up in the condition, don't we? Oh, I hate my job. I want this job instead. Or I don't like that car, I want this car, or this house needs to be that house. We want to swap conditions all the time. We're caught up in conditions. We're not in cause. We get caught up in fixing things, as if there's something wrong with life, as if God doesn't know what we want, right? We get caught up trying to fix stuff. There's nothing to fix. There's only something to be. To be, sorry. When we get caught up in the conditions, all we're doing is changing conditions for another condition. We're trying to swap conditions. And see, we're not at the level of cause then. We are not speaking from cause. We're making lateral shifts, exchanging one condition for another condition. That is asking amiss, right? When we speak from faith alone, we're in cause. When we speak from faith alone, we're in cause. Matthew 6 said, "But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you." So what is it? It means just be in cause first. Be there. Be in cause. Speak from cause alone. Place spirit first, not stuff. Not the house you want to buy or the car you want to get or the honey you want to date. Oh, honey. Okay. Not the stuff. You see, it's not about the stuff. It's about the being of. God, I could just do this forever, folks. Don't forget to tip your waitress. It's about the beingness of it, right? Our affirmations are about being, joy and love and unity and oneness and self-expression and creative expression. It's not about the stuff. So we place our faith first before the conditions. Before desiring conditions will shift and change, and conditions will shift and change because we're in cause, right? When we're in cause only, consciousness expands. When we are in cause only, you'll be amazed by how conditions change. Conditions change all by themselves. When we are in cause only, things work out. You know, I have that little sticker in my car, in the dashboard, and you can't read it because it's all upside down. But when you put it in the dashboard, it reflects up on the windshield, and then you can read it, and it says, "Everything always magically works out for me." And I just love it because it's that daily reminder. I get in the car, and there it is. Everything automatically, magically works out for me, right? It's about being in cause. Place your faith first in cause, not about conditions. The conditions will change on their own. They will shift and they will change. When we are in cause only, we are amazed at how things work out. Because spirit is forever giving. And consciousness, it is the consciousness that must accept the gift. And our consciousness must be open and ready and willing and available to receive. And the way we do that is being open, not being in the problem, but being in the possibility. Not being in the problem, but being in the possibility. The Gospel of Thomas, this is the one that didn't make the grade, right? You know, this is one that's not in, okay. It's not in the Bible, but it's there anyway. In the Gospel of Thomas, Jesus said, "Let one who seeks not stop seeking until this person finds. Upon finding, the person will be disturbed. And upon being disturbed, will be astounded and will reign over the entirety." Now that's what we're talking about, right? Why would we be disturbed? Well, because it doesn't work the way we're taught. It doesn't work the way we're taught. We're taught to fix things, aren't we? We're taught to fix things. Focus on the problem. Find a way to fix it. Focus on what's wrong. Try to manipulate it. Focus on what's wrong and try to gut through it, because, you know, we're good at that, pulling up the boots and going through. We're not taught to place our faith in a power and presence that works things out for us and surrendering to it. We don't make things happen, like Ernest Holmes said. We make them welcome. And the way we do that is by dwelling in the possibility and not trying to fix the problem. We believe, we place our faith in this invisible realm, and we allow our heart to lead the way, right? The mental science only takes us so far. It is our heart, it is our spirit, it is our feeling nature that takes us the rest of the way to reveal this flow from the invisible to the visible. Emma Curtis Hopkins used to say, "Look up." I love that. She used to say, look up. And if you look at all the pictures of Jesus, I don't know who did this, but all of the pictures of Jesus, you see him, he's always got his eyes up like that. And it always makes me laugh. I always thought he was thinking, what the hell, you know? Teach them, and they never learn anything. But Emma Curtis Hopkins says, look up. And she said a 45-degree angle. Just look up, not extreme, not all the way to the heavens, but just keep your eyes up. We cannot look at the horizon because that's the world of effect. We cannot look down because that's the worst case scenario, right? You know how it is when you're like, oh God, am I going to go live through this? But to look up all the time, look up. And when we look up, we resonate with possibility. That's where possibilities reside. Whenever you're looking for something, look up. Whenever you're thinking of a solution for something, look up. And you find that's the place of limitless possibilities. I know I had misplaced something in the house a while back, and I could not find it to save myself. And it was something really dear to me, and I just could not find it because why? Because I had put it in a safe place. Did you ever do that? I put it in a safe place, and I could not find it for anything. And so I finally, after looking in all the logical places and all the places I know I put things that are my safe places, and it wasn't anywhere, and I thought, okay, let's do the Emma thing, you know, and let's look up. And I walked through the house, and I'm looking up, and I'm thinking, the first thought when I looked up that came to me was, there's nothing lost in God. There's nothing lost in God. And so I walked around, and I said, there's nothing lost in God. Show me. Show me. Prove thyself. Prove yourself to me. And I walked into a place that it just would never, ever be, and there it was. So this is the idea of looking up. Looking up. Make the demand of spirit. Look up. Show me. You know? Show me the possibilities. Seek ye first. That's what that quote is about. Rely on God. Fully rely on God. Right, the frog? Remember the frog? Fully rely on God. All the time. Seek ye first, and all these things are added. When we just turn everything over, it's not a problem, it's not a challenge, it's not anything to be fixed. It's just life unfolding. And when we rely on God, that's exactly what happens. It unfolds before us. Seek ye first, and all these things will be added. We ask for money. We ask for money. We ask for more money. We ask for the things we desire to do with money, right? We don't need the money. We need to express our desires. Thank you. That's it. That's God calling right there, telling me, yes, I'm right. It is about expressing ourselves, expressing our creativity. Do we really want the dollars and the dead presidents? No, not really. We want what we think that they will do for us, right? So let's just concentrate on that. Concentrate on the self-expression. In Know Yourself, Ernest Holmes said, it's not that we desire to possess, but to have access to the substance which flows continuously as supply to meet every need. That is wealth. Listen to that. It's not that we desire to possess, but to have access to the substance which flows continuously as supply for every need. That is wealth. That's really what we desire, isn't it? To express ourselves, to live fully, to live freely, to live the life we desire. We do that by seeking the kingdom first, by seeking spirit first, to embody spirit, embody that infinite supply that is all around us. And Ernest Holmes said this, the greatest investment you can make in life is an investment in yourself. The greatest return that life can give any of us is returns of happiness and a sense of having some well-lived purpose. Your capital is yourself, the dollars and cents of your own personality. The things you have to sell are your thoughts and your ideas. Your customers is everyone you contact, and your place of business is wherever you happen to be in this moment. No one can rob you of this capital. It'll always bear compound interest if you use it wisely. I believe the time will come when things we are doing and talking about and teaching here and practicing here in this institute will become common knowledge all over the world. If I didn't believe it, I wouldn't be here speaking with you this morning. But we do need your cooperation. We need your investment with ours. The world is waiting for just these things to happen. This thing you and I are doing this morning. Won't you come and join us? Thank you.
When I first saw that go up, I thought she was going to talk about air supply. I was like, oh, the band. I'm such a dork. So, does everybody here remember Romper Room? Remember? Be a doobie, don't be a bad bee, be a doobie. Anyway, I just love, Don't be a doobie. Don't be a don't be. But didn't she also say be a doobie? Be a doobie, don't be a don't be. Oh my God, say that 3 times fast. Anyway, one of the things I love about Vision is you have some of the best doobies and I sing at congregations all over. And this one, I mean, Reverend Patti, your husband, I'm loving seeing all these little balls bouncing around here. But it's the doobies of the church that come in early, break down, put up, get everybody together. And I just think you should give a round of applause to all the doobies of Vision. Now, this song, I called Mark and I said, Mark, I want to do this song. It's totally been coming to me, but I want to make sure it's okay. So should you all feel a moment to get up in the aisles and have a moment, please feel free to. I was singing at the church late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight, when the choir from the slabs began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, they did the mash. They did the monster mash, and it's a graveyard smash. They did the mash, it caught on in a flash. They did the mash, they did the monster mash. From the little kitchen in the Vision East to this master suite where you come to feast. All you fools all come for your humble abodes to get a jolt from John's electrodes and do the mash. You do the monster mash, and it's a graveyard smash. You do the mash, it catches on in a flash. Come on and mash, you do the monster mash. The practitioners are having fun. The party has just begun. Vision is inclusive of everyone. Her daughters and her sons. Go, band! The scene is rocking, all we're digging the sound. James and the choir on baying sounds. The Vision band has all arrived with their vocalists, and we're all playing live. So do the mash, you do the monster mash, and it's a graveyard smash. Come on and mash, it catches on in a flash. You do the mash, you do the monster mash. Now out of her hive, Patti's voice did ring. It seems she was troubled by just one thing. She opened up her stinger and shook her tiny fist and said, whatever happened to my bumblebee twist? It's now the mash, it's now the monster mash, and it's a graveyard smash. Come on and mash, it catches on in a flash. You do the mash, come on and monster mash. Now everything's cool and we're digging the band. This monster mash is a hit of the land. For you, the living, this mash is meant to. When you get to the doors, tell them Ria sent you, and you can mash. Come on and monster mash, you got to mash. And it's a graveyard smash, you got to mash. It catches on in a flash, you got to mash. You do the monster mash, come on and mash. It's a graveyard smash, you got to mash. It catches on in a flash, you got to mash. You do the monster mash, come on and mash. You do the monster mash, the vision mash. Happy Halloween, Vision.
Gotta love it. Oh my gosh. Fun, 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 fun. Quality of God, joy, it's right up there. It's on the list. Now it's time for our conscious circulation. It is our opportunity to support Vision, to support this place that's doing spirituality the way you would see it done. That's what we do. We have fun, we grow spiritually, and we grow community, and we are celebrating our new members. It's like, we're just this growth and thriving all over the place. I love it. So if you're choosing to give today, thank you. And the core council thanks you. It just enables us to do what we do here and outside of these walls in the presence that we are in the community. So thank you for that. Let us pray. Let us pray. I know that there is one source and supply, and that is Spirit. I know however money flows into our experience, that ultimately it is from Spirit, always, always. And that it flows into our experience, and we get to pass on that first and best to those people, places, and things that support us spiritually, that grow us spiritually. And so I give great thanks for all of the good that presses up against us, that desires to make itself known as supply, substance flowing into supply, and knowing that we are endlessly supplied and cared for. And that we are in that stream of God's abundant river, knowing and accepting that we accept gratefully, we pass on our good graciously, and we remain forever in that flow of cause and effect. So giving great thanks for all of this good that flows into our experience, knowing it is God always. I give great thanks, and so it is.
As I give, so do I receive, joyfully, gratefully. As I give, so do I receive, fully, freely. God is the river where abundance flows. Stepping into it, I accept and know. As I give, so do I receive. As I give, so do I receive. Offering my first and best. As I give, so do I receive. Knowing how I've been blessed. God is the river where abundance flows. Stepping into it, I accept and know. As I give, so do I receive. As I give, so do I receive. Back to where my soul is fed. As I give, so do I receive. Thank you for my daily bread. God is the river where abundance flows. Stepping into it, I accept and know. As I give, so do I receive. As I give, so do I receive.
So this is our time for the Miracle Minute, and you know what? I just wanted to give a shout out. Talk about answered prayer to the two lovely bees in the back of the room, Maria and Nan. I don't know where she is. She's outside. Because those little busy bees were the ones who decorated our sanctuary for this morning. So thank you so much. It was just really, really wonderful of them. And I want you to continue to email me answered prayers. Just notice around you. Sometimes it's very subtle, just a shift in conditions. You're like, I prayed that, and there it is. It's absolutely demonstrating. So do that. I'm in the bulletin, Rev Patti at visioncsl.com, and I'd love to hear your demonstrations of answered prayer, and I'd love to be able to share them so you let me know that you have, I have your permission to share them, and then we all get motivated, right? We get motivated to stay on our spiritual path and continue to do the work and continue to see conditions change around us, because we know that prayer changes things. It absolutely does. And now it is time for the last word by Johnny Kirko.
What in God's name was that? Like Jaws is coming up here or something. Hello, everybody. You know who I am? To be or not to be. Thank you very much. That was my creativity that I added to this year. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody online. We still have our meet and greet right after our celebration. Join us for that. We do one-on-one prayer with our practitioners. Love to have you join us for that. Also, Monday through Friday, we have our coffee connection, 8:30 in the morning. Join us for a little community. We have links available on the website and talk to you a little bit about that. We've got a concert coming up. Andy Anderson, Nathan Fry, and Christy Peterson's going to be here. They're going to be here on Thursday, the 12th, actually the 9th of Wednesday, the 9th. My ears aren't working too well. Wednesday the 9th, a week from this Wednesday. Join us for that. It's going to be really fun. We're going to do cabaret-style tables and stuff set up in here. Join us for that. We also have a psychic fair coming up. That is the one that's on November 12th. I got the date right there. That's on Saturday. We're going to be doing that from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Let your friends know about this. It's going to be really cool. We're setting all the rooms up in here and doing all kinds of fantastic fun stuff. I'm going to let Maria and Ann come up next week and talk to you a little bit more about what we're doing in that. It's going to be fun. Next week, Reverend Patti Paris will be back. Her talk title is, There's No Place Like Home. Ooh. You know, and I haven't got anybody singing yet. And I was thinking maybe I'll sing next week. What do you think, huh? Would that be okay? We're going to see about that, too. Next week also is time to change our clock. So we are falling back. So remember, next week on Sunday, we get to an extra hour of sleep. So join us for that. So don't be early, because you come in early. We're putting you to work. We'll put a busy bee outfit on you. Also want to mention this Tuesday, choir is starting up, and we are practicing for our Christmas Eve service. So join us if you've been thinking about and want to be a part of our Christmas Eve service. Join us for that. It's going to be a lot of fun, Nan. So join us and be a part of that, and good stuff. We are starting at Tuesday evening, 6:45 till 8:15. So join us for that. So also, we mentioned to you that today we're celebrating Halloween. And so we have all kinds of fantastic people and gifts. Maria, come on up. We are going to give away some prizes right now for those fantastic costumes that we had today. Huh, Maria? Tell me how we're doing this.
So how are we doing this? Hi, everyone.
Ain't she cute?
So all of those individuals that got red little tickets, can you let me know who you were? Some of you got them. Reverend Patti, we're going to pick 3 of those people.
And then they're going to do what?
They're going to be judges.
The
for
3
the ones
people are
that
going to be judges.
Yes, judges.
Holy
Wow.
moly. Okay, here's one.
We're going to put them on the spot.
We're going to put you on the
that's
spot.
terrible.
So I'm going to only read the last 3 numbers. 301. Anybody with 301?
Who's 301?
Any takers? 301.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to be a judge.
I have a feeling nobody's going to want to do this one.
301. Who got 301?
Nobody.
Powerball.
Okay.
304. Anybody with 304?
We're not
Over
doing
there.
this.
All right, we got one of our
Can you come up
people.
here for me, please?
You want them to come up here and so they can see?
Yeah,
Okay.
come on up.
Just stand up.
302. Who got 302?
Here. We'll have you stand.
Yes, please.
Yay.
302. Anybody?
We're going to keep doing this.
306. Who are we getting? 306.
Yay. One more person.
One more. 317. Anybody with 317?
All right.
Okay. 316. Anybody with 316 on their
We
little
should have
number?
thought this one out before we did
Yeah.
this.
Oh, there you go. One
All
more.
right, come on up. All right, I don't know what else we're doing.
Lou's going to do this with us. Okay, so how's it going to work, Maria? You going to what? Yeah, so anyway, so what we're going to do here is we're going to have them, these three people are voting on our best costume.
Yes.
All right, so here, go ahead.
So there's going to be first, second, third prize. So these lovely people will be judging the three best costumes. So anybody who does have a costume, would you mind coming up here to the front?
Oh, so we're going to do that now. No, let's just stand up.
Stand up.
Just stand up where you are.
If you're in costume
today.
If you're in costume,
Yes, we
they
got
get to
some
be
good
our
ones.
judges.
So what are our three judges are selecting here? So get them together. Well, we got some good costumes here today. I know you can't see them online, but so far some really cute ones. So
We love our costumes.
I like them. So nicely done. By the way, I want to welcome in our new members on Halloween here. This is one of the things I want to mention to you too. Last year we did Halloween, and Rich and Janet were here for the first time at Vision, and they saw what we're all about. You saw Rich was up here welcoming our newest members. So that's what happens when you do fun here at Vision. So Rich and Janet got a chance to see us in our little costumes from last year. So some really cool costumes, you guys. Thank you for wearing those. And no tights today. You didn't pay for the tights today, so I'm not wearing tights today. You paid for it last year. You're not paying for it this year. Nobody gets it for free. Anybody? So what do we got here? We got our,
Second and third?
what's our first? Who's our first prize? Got to make this fast. We got 5 seconds here because John's on a time limit here. The food's getting cold. Yeah, don't forget we have hospitality afterwards too. Okay, what do we got? So anyway, the prizes are, the first, what's third prize, Maria?
Third prize,
Starbucks card. $10. Who are we giving this to? Who? Ria Carey. She's got number 3. She got our number 3, yes. Come on up, Ria. She was a cute little bee. Did you see her little stinger too? Did you show your stinger off, Ria? Very cool. Thank you, Ria. What's our second gift? $25 gift card to Amazon. Who is our number 2? Catherine Flanagan. You are our number 2. That's a really cool outfit. Yes, very nice. Congratulations. And our winner of the number 1 costume is Robin Hood, Mr. Ron Young over there. And what is this? What do we got, Maria? What is this? A $50 gift card to Arco. Very nice. And a beautiful, I want you to see, these are Diane made the little bills with little costumes. All the bills came with costumes. Very good. Thanks, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And thank you to our judges for being so wonderful and being on the spot and doing it anyway. We're going to stand up and we're going to say our affirmations because that's what we know. It changes lives as well. Those affirmations are powerful, they're positive, they're passionate, they're present tense, they're everything we need an affirmation to be to change our lives. You ready? You with me? I hope so. Yeah, okay. Everywhere I look, I see hope, abundance, and new opportunities. My life is bursting with joy, love, and prosperity. I am aligned with the energy of pure abundance. Okay, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, we want to say them all again. We want to say all of them. I see 1s, 2s, and 3s. Let's start from the top with it, with passion, with purpose, with feeling. You ready? Everywhere I look, I see hope, abundance, and new opportunities. My life is bursting with joy, love, and prosperity. I am aligned with the energy of pure abundance. Wow, powerful. Let us just close our eyes and go within one more time here this morning, knowing this is truth, knowing this is the truth of us. That energy of abundance, that energy of joy and love and wonder, wisdom and peace, that energy is just pressing itself around us. It is flowing through us, through every cell and organ of our bodies. It is revealing the truth of us, that we are whole, perfect, and complete, knowing that we're demonstrating the full life of spirit. right here and right now, I know it is all God, it is all good, and so it is.